here, he's definitely come a long way with that. He's working on it. You know, no surprise here that Ned's going to play a little bit better at home. I mean, hell, the crowd is going to be rooting for you, man. And that's a good feeling. And no matter what no matter what you're doing, you know, Smash, sports, you know, you name it. You know, when you got a crowd of people behind you, man, it's a power-up. It's a boost. But let's see if we can try to use some of that here to tangle with the best player in the world right now.
Right now, just showing a tremendous amount of patience. That whole time that ZeRo's in shield, Ned didn't even press any buttons. He wasn't even trying to run up and grab. He just moved around ZeRo to just get a sense, okay, how easy is it for me to intimidate a defensive action out of ZeRo? And ZeRo just said, I am not twitching at all. You need to press the first button. I know you like your optimal punish game, and I'm not going to give you free openings for it.
Absolutely not. And, you know, Ned brings this to the table too. He brings this crazy movement, you know, this stylized aggression. Even when he's not attacking you, he still has you shook because he's empty hopping around you. You know, he's rolling back and forth. How are you going to pinpoint this man's movement? And he kind of matches, maybe not so much Diddy Kong's movement, but he kind of matches like that playstyle that ZeRo brings.
Yeah, that micro spacing of constantly being within range of doing any number of things, so it feels like he's doing all of them to you at once.
Absolutely. I just see right now both these two players keeping this match very, very close right now. High monkey flip there. The ZeRo Classic gets back on the stage, but let's see what he can do now with this banana peel. You know, unlike most players, you know, Ned doesn't mind if the Diddy Kong player has banana peel. That's not his main objective in hand, to keep you away from it. He's just here to put on as much hurt as possible.
Yeah, right now, not really showing that much more restraint than he was showing for the rest of the set, the rest of the game.
Okay, it's the back throw. Ned's off stage. He wants him to force that limit, claps that head.
Yeah, very good stuff. Nice snipe on the double jump, and now ZeRo's got Ned where he wants him without limit and at the ledge.
Okay, lets him back. Oh, wow.
ZeRo, again, showing a huge amount of respect to Ned's potential to do anything and refusing to press the button first.
Okay, comes in, air dodging, but spot dodging just slightly too early there. Ned finds an opening there with the nair, but kind of lets him come back for free. Ned seems to be really focused on this limit right now, not so much with the offstage pressure as you see right here. And I think that's because, you know, somebody as talented as ZeRo, a character like Cloud gets him off stage, he can turn that bad situation into a good one. And I don't think he wants to risk that, you know?
Oh, we've seen it time and time again how efficient ZeRo is at edge guarding Cloud specifically.
All right, yes,
so I do not blame Ned at all for prioritizing, making sure he at least gets to live again the next time he's tossed off stage. And there he is, barely managing to make it to the ledge. Once again, ZeRo holding on to his shield in a lot of these situations.
But unfortunately couldn't hold on to that first stock there as it's taken away from it in a very, very quick fashion here by Ned. Now Ned, though, on his way out the door as well, man. 173%. It's going to take just one down tilt to try to close it out. But Ned, I mean, he's just never not moving, man. That's a task within itself, I'm telling you.
Waiting at the ledge right now. Oh, makes a wrong call out of the get-up, and ZeRo's able to find his F-smash and even up the stocks.
Okay, empty jab. It's stuck there in between him and the banana peel that time. There's a cross slash. Don't touch me.
94, 100% on ZeRo already. He's already at death percent for just a lot of non-limit options by Ned now.
Yeah, I think today's like the day that all players are playing without like their useful tools. Like we're starting to see all the Diddy Kongs play with no banana peel. Clouds are doing it without the limit. Like it's just crazy, man.
You gotta stay adaptable. You gotta stay flexible against the odds. Oh, and manages to catch the banana too. Just throws it away. Doesn't want ZeRo to have a chance to get it. He wants to make sure that ZeRo has to waste 40 frames next time he wants to pull out another one. Right,
and both players kind of getting into a bit of a roll fest, if you will, there. Looks like ZeRo was the one that kind of scouted out where Ned was going to be there. Oh, look at the perfect pivots, though.
Ooh, this movement is so nice.
I'm telling you, man, he has the moves. Okay. Ned really struggling to get this kill here, and unfortunately he's allowed ZeRo to kind of claw his way back into victory here, to kind of chisel away at him, if you will. And that's exactly what ZeRo is so proficient at.
And again, the one thing I want to point out is, like, when you see how these players, like, normally, especially ZeRo, who, like, actually does love going in, loves pressuring, the amount of restraint he's shown. Oh, no! That was such an unfortunate, as the monkey flip attack and in the opposite direction. Both players are just laughing about it, though.
That's all you can really do, man, sometimes. You just kind of laugh it up and charge that one to the game.
Yeah,
Ned is just like, yeah, whatever, dude. We take those. Yeah, we take those.
I think it's also funny considering, like, how much focus was going into that game for, like, those solid, like, 4 minutes. Suddenly it's over to the silliest flub imaginable, right? It was just like, oh, okay, I guess it's done.
Hey, man, I like Mustache ZeRo. I don't know, man. He just has, like, this dastardly look to him. I like this Mustache ZeRo thing.
I want to see him, like, twirl it, like, if the player cam's ever on him.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
idly.
I like this. I like this is like anime ZeRo or something. I like what I'm seeing here. But anyway, move right into this next game here. Again, you know, very reminiscent to the last game in hell. Just the last time I seen these two play in person, they try to keep it as close as possible. Both players know that, hell, you give me an inch, I'm going to take them out. You know, one hit's going to turn into a few more. And with how well both these two players moves, you know, there's just no surprise that they'll find an opening and just take full advantage of it, you know?
Yeah, and we see that right there, just waiting for that moment for the banana drop to come through. Ned actually landing the backer through the banana and hitting ZeRo in the process.
Right.
And right now, okay, ZeRo actually laying on a little bit more aggressive pressure this game as opposed to hiding in his shield as much as he did in the first game. He's now a bit more willing to throw out these buttons, and he's finding success at it too. I think that first game maybe was more of like a movement download phase for ZeRo, right? Where he's holding shield knowing that, okay, Cloud's punishes on my block aren't going to be huge, but in the meantime, I'll get a sense of how Ned likes moving today. So that for the rest of the set, I'll be able to punish him in neutral better.
Right, oh, looking for the spike hitbox that time, not positioned correctly, but I tell you what, though, he does get enough room to kind of get himself back on stage and reposition himself. Like you said, you know, ZeRo just being relentless right here on the Ned, gets the banana peel up tilt.
Yeah, that's some gliding movement. I actually have never seen a Diddy kill with that confirmed before, right. So nicely done.
ZeRo just always bringing something new, man, that's for sure. Okay, there's a banana peel again, you know, not really needing it too much. ZeRo doesn't mind not having one of his most useful tools in hand, man. As you see, the fair train is enough to do it.
Wow! And that's what happens to Clouds off stage without limit.
Right. He said, look, man, you're not going to be able to play without your tools, all right? I could do it, but you can't. You're going to need some limit, dude.
I think it's just like, hey, let's play no items. I won't have banana, you won't have limit. Let's see what happens.
Right. You ain't no air fighter, Cloud. No, I'm joking. He definitely is. But unfortunately, they're just not in that moment of time. But let's see. We're moving into the next game, Lilac Cruise. And I'm going to tell you what, man, that match looked like it was pretty painful for Ned. But unfortunately, no one can hear you scream in space. Let's go ahead and do it.
Right now, ZeRo starting off with banana, but again, not for long, like you pointed out, being willing to try to throw out these moves, but immediately 49% from these Cloud ladders.
Yeah. 15 seconds in, man. Wow. That is just amazing to see. It gets him off that top platform. Good stuff. And then even catching the roll backwards.
Really great awareness by ZeRo, and here comes the ledge trapping that we know him for. He waits for the spot dodge, gets that nair as a reaction punish. Doesn't find much more off of it. Now, since Ned does have limit, he is in a much better position at the moment, being able to kill with some pretty nasty stuff if he can catch ZeRo near the ledge.
Yeah, but the name of the game is, can he make it happen? Both these two players keeping this thing close and not allowing each side to really get too much off of their hits. So everything they're getting for the most part is pretty cookie cutter. You know, despite that last game, we've seen some flashness from ZeRo, but, you know, other than that, they've kind of kept it to what both characters are kind of known for, you know?
And I do like that, again, we see ZeRo having the confidence to just throw out his normals, right? As opposed to having banana, because even though banana is so good for Diddy, it means you can't forward air with it. You can't down tilt, and he wants these intricate spacing tools to really keep Ned on edge at any time, and he can't get that with banana.
Yeah, no pun intended. I mean, he's literally on edge right now. Really struggling to get off of it as well.
Manages to actually at that moment, though, but not really in that great of a position. A single down tilt, no, not able to get it. Ned being able to DI away.
Almost on the money for that. There you go. There's the dare. Oh, good stuff there. Gets the cancel as well, too. I think ZeRo expect him to actually get the full landing lag animation that time. Oh, what the? Is it Midwest Mayhem 8 in here? What the? Didn't he just? He did that at the.
Isn't that how he won the set, too?
Oh, what the heck? Wow. Wow, a little bit of a flashback right there. Nonetheless. Okay. Pivot tilt right now. Not too much ground to make up here on ZeRo's behalf, as you see right there. Gets the Eddie Gordo down smash. Ned is out of the picture.
Ned, though, taking time, just saying, you know what, with this invincibility, what I want more than anything, more limit.
And that's like the true sign of a top player. Like, losing your first stock, but then taking theirs away immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you don't get too much damage put on your behalf. Oh, did you see the fake out? Very reminiscent of like Melee Marth, throwing out the first swing of the side special there to kind of outmaneuver or just kind of linger off stage as long as possible.
Yeah, stall your air momentum. Really smart stuff. And in the meantime, it's such a huge hitbox too that if the opponent's not careful, they'll get picked off by it, and there goes their edge guard.
Right, like I have no issue just throwing out all the slashes and cross slash.
ZeRo, though, riding a lot of momentum right now. Finding a lot of success too, just mixing up whether or not he's actually giving cares about the banana or just lets it exist on the other side of the stage.
Oh, banana peel, good stuff there. Gets reverse, or the back hitbox, excuse me, of the Nair. No dare?
Yeah, I'm surprised not to see it by Ned either, but it looks like Ned wasn't sure about it. Up tilt, not quite going to do it, but give him 15% more and it will.
Right. That's safe. He can even get his feet back onto center stage here. Nairo, but ZeRo just being relentless on Ned. Oh my God! And then puts the fist right on top of his head.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ned, he had no option after that call out by ZeRo. Once ZeRo landed that fair, Ned already used his double jump, no limit, ready to go. He really only has one path to the ledge, so.
I'm telling you, dude, it's the mustache. The mustache is giving ZeRo a power up here. They in Midwest Mayhem 10, but nobody else can really do it.
Maybe that's the secret to powering up in this game. It's now mustaches. It used to be speaking Spanish. Maybe the meta is evolving.
Damn, man, I got a hard enough time with English. Anyway, here we go. Next game. Getting a run back here on Lila. Interesting. You know, despite the opinions and how everybody feels about Lila, it seems like ZeRo doesn't mind coming back here. There might be something in the matchup here that he excels in that maybe Ned just quite isn't up to date on.
Already 47% on Ned with, what, 4 up airs in a row? ZeRo just saying, like, how does that feel, Cloud? Doesn't feel too good, does it? Now stop doing it to other people.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Catching the double jump there, too. That's really unfortunate for Ned.
Wow.
Only 13% on ZeRo.
Yeah, that is just super rough to see there on Ned's behalf. Wow.
Yeah, ZeRo's just riding this momentum so hard. Like, every single game he's been playing harder and harder.
Ned really struggling here to get this limit, too, as well. And I think that's why ZeRo's been staying so up close and personal on Ned, you know, just getting him off stage and then not even allowing him to even get a fighting chance back.
And that's going to be a forced limit usage, and he finds the 2-frame on it. Oh, Ned barely makes it back to the ledge, but it's not looking very good for him. His double jump is used. He has only one way to get back, and he makes it, though.
Yeah, makes it back by the skin of his teeth, but at 119%, I'm just telling you, man, he's knocking on death's door right now.
Yeah, a single clap, and that can be it for him if he's not careful. Oh, I think he was reading a drop through for the platform, trying to get that down smash. Doesn't happen. Ned once again sent off stage, but has time to pick up banana and dash attack.
Okay. Again, limit is back online, and I'm at this point, I don't know if he's using the limit there as a recovery option or if he's using it as a tactic to make the opponents respect you, but nonetheless, ZeRo closed that one out in a 2-stock victory. Wow.
Yeah, rather convincingly too, especially like essentially like as that set went on, ZeRo like took really strong mental notes at the end of every single game and just kept applying them. Even though he like won like the 2 games before that, he still was like, oh, and then this worked really well, and I did this when I pressed him to the edge, I could do it this way with these fairs, for example, and then just apply them even harder and harder every single time, and Ned wasn't able to step up at the same speed, and that just ends up happening. But that's why ZeRo's the best.
Yeah, that is why he's the best. You know, just being able to kind of switch moods like that, you know, mid-set is what, you know, kind of separates him from a lot. But, you know, in comparison to what we've seen in Midwest Mayhem 8, in comparison to now, you know, he respected Ned to his limit a lot more. You know, he